Our Monaro is now off to the media blasters to have the layers of bog and paint that it's accrued over the years peeled back before any panel work can begin. 60 psi fine grade garnet media blasting strips back the paint and removes any old bog without damaging the metal underneath. So where do you start?
The main focus at the start is just getting the main body structure sound, so you can start cutting the other pieces out of it, getting so the floor and all the sort of pillars, everything all good, so that the strength is back in the car again. Yeah, it's good. These are nice and simple to pull apart. Like I say, the whole subframe done bolted and moved out all the way, so it makes it real easy to work on.
Is there a certain part that's a bigger challenge or an area of concern that you were worried about?
Monaros especially, they always rust in sort of the rear quarters around the rear windows. That's a very, very typical spot. It'd be pretty hard to find a Monaro that hasn't rusted there once they got media blasted. You can see there's been some nasty repairs done before, which was pretty standard back in the days. So that's all part of a few problems in it, but that's all totally fixable, so it's all no big deal. So.
What's your relationship with Ian here? You obviously know him from somewhere, and you've got a lot of confidence in his ability to suggest that the Monaro comes to him to get the work done.
I've seen his workmanship. He's done work for me before. He's a Holden man. He's got more welding rods than he does tins of bolts, so that's important. That is.
Yeah. This has been your trade. This has been your thing for how long?
Since I left school.
Is that right?
Yes, which isn't far too many years to think about, but yeah, I've basically been doing the older restoration work for over 20 odd years now. So I sort of know my way around the old cars, and I've done an awful lot of them, and an awful lot worse condition than this one by a country mile. So
finding the right people to have got the passion, and you've clearly got the passion. You get these, for what we see around you, keeping the history of it all and rebuilding it. It's fantastic.
They don't make them anymore, so you've got to save the ones that are around.
Now don't forget to check in again soon for the next instalment of this restoration process, and be sure to send in your Holden story so you can be in to win this awesome piece of motoring history.